If you want to make money selling courses online, you're in the right place, friend. Today we're talking specifically about how to get your first mini course created and selling fast, but first let's talk through what a mini course even is. A mini course is sort of a miniature version of a full comprehensive online course that only covers a very specific niche or topic. Mini courses are great, especially if you're new to the world of selling online courses, because they don't take really that long to create and get off the ground. Like I mentioned, mini courses are ultra focused, niche down, and provide a solution for one very specific problem or achieve one specific result. They're usually around 2 to 3 hours of total length with all of your videos combined, compared to a full comprehensive online course that could be anywhere from 10 to 20 hours total. It's going to serve your audience with a quick win and also offers a lower barrier to entry for most people because the price point is going to be lower than a full course would be, but it still puts money in your pocket, which can become passive income. So in this video, first we're going to talk about steps to get started and create your course, and then we're going to talk about the steps you'll need to take to get it selling. But real quick, before we jump into the first step to get started, I have a free guide that's going to be super helpful for you if you're interested in making this kind of passive income. It's my passive income blueprint, and it outlines my top 3 forms of earning passive income through my top 3 revenue streams. It goes through every single one, talking about exactly how I do it from start to finish, online courses being one of them, but there's 2 others that I earn major passive income from as well. So if you're interested in knowing what those top 3 are and how I do it so that you can do it too, then definitely grab that free guide that's linked in the video description. Okay, let's jump into step number 1. The first thing you'll want to do is to choose your topic and name for your course. When it comes to topic, remember you're teaching on something really specific for this mini course as opposed to covering a broad range of things. So think of your main topic and then get even more niche with it so that it's only focused on answering one question, providing one solution for that perfect target customer. We're thinking a sub niche within the broader niche. So as soon as you can determine that, then you can also name your course. You want to come up with a name that is really clear and understandable. It can be tempting to be really creative with this part, which is really fun, and you can be somewhat creative, but I definitely recommend simplicity over creativity when it comes to naming your course. You want it to be something that's memorable, that people can easily recall in their minds, that they don't have to think too hard about, and that clearly and easily explains exactly what the course is about. You probably also want to do a little bit of research to make sure that nobody else in your niche has a course that's named the same thing, because you want to steer clear of any copyright issues. So once you've decided on your topic and your name for your course, the next step is to create your broad course outline. This includes modules, lessons, and any downloadable materials you might want to include with your lessons. This is a very high-level look at your course, including what modules it's made out of, the different lessons that are going within the modules, and possibly the different downloadable support materials you might want to include along with your lessons. So for instance, I have a mini course that's all about marketing for online businesses. It's based on my 3-step marketing roadmap, which includes my top 3 forms of digital marketing: social media marketing, email marketing, and collaborations. So I've got a module on each of those different broad pillars with individual lessons underneath each module. The module is sort of the overarching umbrella, and each module will have several lessons within it. So within my email marketing module, I've got individual lessons covering how to start your email list, how to create a welcome sequence, how to craft a great subject line. So I cover individual topics within each module. Now for a full comprehensive online course, you might have anywhere from 6 to 8 modules, but for a mini course, you don't need that much. You could really even just do 2 or 3, maybe 4 if you wanted to add some extra. So don't feel like you need to go crazy here. Remember, this is ultra niche and focused on one specific topic. So I usually just do a rough draft of my idea for my broad outline, including my modules, what each lesson is going to be. And then I also think about what downloadable materials might go with each lesson in addition to the actual video training. These are things like PDF downloads, checklists, guides, maybe a summary that's showing what I talked about in the video. These can be different things, but you want to include some support resources as well, so you're not just offering the video trainings, but PDF downloads that go with it. You don't have to have one of these for every single lesson, but it's a really helpful tool for your students in addition to the trainings, so definitely consider which ones might fit best with which lessons. So once you've got your broad outline created, you're going to move on to step number 3, which is starting to outline each individual lesson. For this, you're going to need to determine what style of video is going to be the best fit for that lesson. You could do a talking head style video, which is sort of like this, where I'm just talking straight to the camera, explaining something. You could do a screen recording style video where you're actually demonstrating something on your computer screen and you record what you're teaching recording and going through as a demonstration, or you could record yourself teaching through a slide presentation. Again, this would be a type of screen recording as well, but here instead of just showing a demonstration, you're actually teaching through slides. I typically do a mixture of all three of these depending on what the lesson is about and what I actually need to convey and demonstrate in the lesson. But if it's a lesson that doesn't need to be a full talking head lesson all the way through, then what I generally like to do is film a talking head intro and outro that go at the beginning and end of the lesson, maybe 20 or 30 seconds each to just introduce what the lesson is about and then wrap it up at the end. But the majority and the meat of the lesson is either a screen recording demo or teaching through slides. This way I can batch record all of my different intros and outros. I can do this all in one day and even change outfits so that my outfit is different for each module. Totally up to you, but I'm a big fan of batching things so I can get it all done at one time. Now, if you need a slide presentation, you can easily create this with a free tool like Canva. Canva is my absolute favorite graphic design tool because it's free and easy to use, even for beginners. And they've got lots of slide deck presentations ready to go, so you don't even have to start from scratch. You can just choose a template you like and then plug in your information to create your own slide deck. And you can do it totally for free, but there are also pro features on their paid Canva Pro plan that give you access to more templates and tools that you can use. So if you think you'd like to try out Canva Pro, I've got a link in the description box here under the video for 30 days for free on Canva Pro. So definitely click that link and try that out to see if that might be a great fit for what you need to create your course. You can also use Canva to create those PDF downloadable resources like we talked about. When you're using Canva to create your slide deck presentation, you can also use Canva's present mode, which allows you to actually go full screen with your slide deck presentation and present through it. So you would just do a screen recording of yourself teaching through the slides. Those are showing on screen while you're speaking into your mic or your computer while you're doing the screen recording. Now you can quickly and easily Google how to actually do a screen recording. It's going to be different from device to device. On my Mac, I can just hit Shift, Command, and 5 together. When I hit Shift, Command, 5, a little screen recording option pops up and I can easily just hit to record my screen, choose my audio. So I'm speaking through and recording as I present through those slides, and it saves as a screen recording, which serves as my video. Another tool I like to use on my computer if I'm just wanting to do an audio recording only, no video, just audio for something like a voiceover, is QuickTime. I can easily pull up QuickTime on my computer and choose a new audio recording and then speak into my mic and record that as just an audio recording and then use it as a voiceover to go over a video. So again, lots of different options, fun things you can do with your video trainings, but no matter which style you choose, you're gonna need to move on to the next step, which is to actually edit your videos. You're most likely gonna be needing to do at least a little bit of editing, so you can either do this yourself or you can hire an editor to do it for you. If you don't have much of a budget to begin with, you can definitely research how to do this yourself with a free editing tool like iMovie or using a website like Descript. I love both of these options for editing. I used iMovie for years when I first started editing my own videos. There was a little bit of a learning curve, but not much. Once I researched the basics of how to do it, I found it pretty easy to go through and just clip out the pauses or the mistakes I made in the video to condense it and get it to where I wanted it to be. I love the tool Descript as well because it has an AI function. It helps you edit if you don't feel completely confident doing it all on your own manually. So I'll link Descript in the video description as well in case you'd like to try that out. Now the next step is a really important one. This is where you're going to choose your course hosting platform. There are lots of different platforms you can choose online to host your courses, but you're going to want to choose one and then go ahead and outline and create your course within that software, upload your videos and any downloadable PDFs or materials that go with it. Now again, there are lots of different options here, but my absolute favorite and the one I use is Kajabi. I love Kajabi because it's my all-in-one business platform that serves not only as my course hosting platform, but also my email marketing service provider. It keeps track of all my contacts as people start purchasing and opting into my email list. It hosts my full website and it gives me the option to do different landing pages and offers. So I just want to show you real quick what some of my course sales pages look like that I built out within Kajabi. This is my sales page for my full course, Digital Products with Canva. I've got all the things I need from photos and videos to different text areas, mockups. I've got my payment options here. And if I click through, I can see the checkout page. It's also hosted in Kajabi where people can actually complete their purchase. This is the page for my mini course, the Simplified Marketing Blueprint. This is my marketing course. Again, long form sales page. So this is what people will see when they're looking at my course and deciding if they'd like to purchase or not. But within Kajabi on the back end, this is where I build out my course. So this is my Simplified Marketing Blueprint within Kajabi. I'm under my outline here where I can see each of my different modules. So I've got my email marketing module, my content marketing plan, relationship marketing. And if I click to expand one of these, then you can see each individual lesson that's underneath this. So within my email marketing funnel, I've got an overview, a lesson on how to create your opt-in, how to choose your email service provider. So each of these is an individual lesson. So if I come into one of these, this is what it looks like when I'm actually building out my individual lesson. So this is the lesson for choosing your email service provider. I've got a title. It's in module 2. This is where I've uploaded my training video. I can have a lesson thumbnail, which is the image that shows with this lesson. I can write out a text description and add any downloads that I want right here in the download section. This is where I would upload any PDF files that would serve as support materials. And I can even add automations here. If I want to preview what my course looks like from the student's point of view, I can do that as well. So when a student purchases my mini course, they're going to come into it, and this is what it looks like when they're accessing the mini course. Each of these is a different module. They can see all the different individual lessons. So let's say they want to click into watch the types of collaborations lesson. This is what it would look like for them. They can play the video and see the description and any downloadable materials I might have there. I can connect this course to different offers within Kajabi, which I also really love. So if I come to the offers section, you can see I've got several different offers for my digital products with Canva course. These are for different promotions we've done. So some might be at a discount, some might be with an extra bonus. But that's one thing I love about Kajabi is that you don't just have to have one offer for each course. You can create different offers depending on if you want to have them at different price points for your launches or promotions that you're doing, or even if you want to bundle multiple items together, like if you wanted to sell 2 or 3 mini courses together as a bundle, you could create an offer for that as well. You can do fun things within Kajabi as well, like create coupon codes to give discounts. You can manage affiliates if you want to invite people to be an affiliate to help spread the word about your course and give them a commission for any referrals they send your way. There's just so much that you can do within Kajabi, which is why I love it. Instead of using 10 different business tools and trying to sync them all together, you can literally just streamline everything and do everything you need in this one platform. So if you're interested in trying out Kajabi, I have a free 14-day trial link in the description box below. That'll give you 14 days completely for free to try out Kajabi. You can even start building out your mini course within those 14 days and see how you like it for your business. That is an affiliate link. So if you decide to stay on and use Kajabi after the 14 days, then Kajabi gives me a small amount from your monthly payment at no extra cost to you, which is a great way to support our channel and I'm super grateful for. And just as an extra gift to you, if you do sign up with that free trial link, you can email my team and we'll instantly send you our mini course Kajabi Perfect, which walks you through everything you can do on Kajabi, all of the tools and features and capabilities so that you can know exactly how Kajabi works from day one and how you can make the best use of it, not only as your course hosting platform, but also for your email marketing, for keeping track of contacts, automating tasks, building out landing pages and website pages, so many fun things. And I walk through all of it step by step in that mini course. So again, that's totally free to you. If you sign up using our link below, just email my team at kate@kate-hayes.com after you sign up, and we'll send that mini course right over to you. Now, I do have a whole video up on this YouTube channel already, walking you through exactly the steps that you'll need to take to build out your first mini course within Kajabi, showing exactly how to start uploading your videos, creating your modules, lessons, building out your sales page and your checkout page. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely click over and watch that video after this one as well. Okay, so now that we've gone through how to create your mini course, let's talk about how to sell it. We've got 2 main options here. The first one is the quickest and easiest to do, but does require an email list. So you need to have some email subscribers to do this first option. And this is to send a 5 to 10 day email campaign. Research shows that email converts at a much higher rate than social media. So if you've got an engaged email list, you're likely to make a lot more conversions by sending emails than just posting on social. With this type of email launch campaign, you're first going to want to serve your email subscribers by giving them high value education or entertainment, whatever you want to provide for them that's going to serve them well around the same subject or topic that your course is on. You want to engage them within that topic, deliver value, and then pitch your course towards the end of the campaign. When you get ready to offer your course, you're going to talk about it, talk about what it covers, why it's beneficial to your audience, and how they can enroll. So that's option 1, pretty straightforward and easy. Or you can go with option 2, which requires a little bit more work, but it converts even higher. And this is doing a live launch event. So when I say live launch event, I'm talking about a live event where you're doing something like an online webinar or a 3 or 5 day workshop or a boot camp. There's lots of different options for the types of events you can use for this. My absolute favorite and the one I've seen success with time and time again is a live webinar. So the general process here, if you decide to do a live webinar, is first you're going to use Kajabi to create your registration page to get people signing up for the free event. You're going to use your automations within Kajabi to then send people, once they register on that sign up page, multiple emails welcoming them, confirming you got their registration, and giving them reminder emails as you lead up to the date of the event, and maybe even a follow-up email after the event. Again, the really cool thing about Kajabi is that you can automate all of these ahead of time so you're not having to manually email everyone. It's set up as an automated task to happen as soon as people register. But you've got to let people know that the event is coming up and that the registration page is available, right? So this is where you're going to hop on social media. You're going to shout this from the rooftops on every platform you're a part of, share it with your circle, encourage others to share it. And when you're posting about it, you're going to include the link to that registration page. Now, don't be afraid that you're going to promote this too much. You need to be putting several posts up. And if you do have an email list, sending several emails inviting people to register for this event. You want to build the excitement and the hype for this live webinar that's going to happen, where they're going to get some really valuable training from you. Trust me, you can never do too much when it comes to this. Don't feel like, oh, I'm going to overwhelm people or send too many emails or post too much on social media. People are going to get sick of this. It's your job to get the word out there. And research has proven that typically people need to see something 7 times for them to actually opt in. So the more you can get the talk of this live event in front of your ideal audience, the better. You want to decide on the specific day and time that you're going to go live with your training, and then you're going to use Kajabi to actually host your live webinar. I have a whole separate video showing exactly how you do that with Kajabi for free. I'll have that linked below as well in case you'd like to check that out. But you can definitely host your whole event within Kajabi, which is where you're going to actually serve your audience with a real valuable training. This is not fluff. This is actual high value practical content that's going to help them in their journey around whatever subject or niche you've chosen that connects to your mini course. So I generally have about an hour-long webinar. I'm presenting and teaching through the content in the first 30 minutes. Then I'm going to do my course pitch, which is where I talk about my course. I give the offer for people to purchase and enroll. I'm doing that for the next about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I leave room at the end for a live Q&A time. If people have questions, they can ask me during that last 10 to 15 minutes. So when you're presenting your course offer, you can have a button on that page that people can click on to purchase, which takes them straight over to your sales page where they're going to actually enroll in the course. Again, you build these pages out within Kajabi, such a great all-in-one platform for everything you need. They're going to go to the sales page, then to the checkout page, and once they complete the purchase on the checkout page, they'll be directed straight to their course library where they can start accessing the course right away. Now, here's an extra pro tip to incentivize people when you're doing your live pitch is to offer bonuses. This gives a little bit of an extra reward for people who purchase right away as opposed to waiting till later. You could do something like a fast action bonus, so something extra free that they get within the first 48 hours if they sign up. You could offer a discount code for a certain amount of time, but the key here is to offer a limited time bonus that expires at a very specific time, so they know if I don't purchase by this time, that bonus is going away. This creates a sense of urgency and helps people not to linger or wait on it, but to go ahead and purchase now. You can also create more of a sense of urgency by announcing that the doors to the course are going to be closing on a certain date, so they have to purchase by that date, or even offering a limited number of spots. So let's say there's 20 spots open, you've got to grab one now before they get taken up. Several different ways you can add that sense of urgency and incentivize people to go ahead and purchase now, which really does make a huge difference. So once you've done your live event, then your doors are open for purchase for whatever length of time you want to have them open for, or the discount is on for whatever amount of time you have set. And you want to go ahead and continue sending emails to everyone who registered for your live event for 5 to 7 days afterward. They may not have purchased during the live event or even the first day or two, but they might purchase on the last day before you close the doors or before that discount expires. So you want to continue promoting through your emails, which you can set up ahead of time and just have automated to go out on certain days. One fun thing I like to do sometimes also is to add a surprise last day bonus. So my fast action bonuses in the beginning have already expired, but it's the last day before the sales closing. I'm going to throw in a last surprise bonus for those who purchase on that last day. And of course, I'm going to grant that same bonus to everyone who purchased during the week before. I don't want to be unfair to them, but sometimes just giving that extra last day bonus is what people need to have the incentive to purchase on that last day. Now, within this email campaign that's going on for this week of Cart Open, I generally send emails every other day. And then the last day, I'll send 3 or 4 emails just to make sure people have seen it's closing tonight, the discount's expiring, now's your time to jump in. open. You can also use countdown timers in your emails, which you can do within Kajabi. That adds a huge level of urgency when people see the actual seconds counting down until it closes. So hopefully you've got lots of people signing up during your live launch event. You've also got people signing up that whole week after, as long as your doors are open. And you want to make sure that you also have a great automated email sequence set up within Kajabi to welcome people as soon as they purchase your course. You'll want to send a welcome confirmation email, giving them any information they might need to know. And you might want to send a couple emails after that on the next few days, sort of as an onboarding sequence, just to make sure that you're supporting them as they get started and let them know where they can contact you if they need any help. And that's it. You've got your mini course created, launched, selling. So I hope that was helpful for you, friend. Remember to grab that free 14-day Kajabi trial with the link in the description box below. And then email my team at kate@kate-hayes.com to let us know you signed up using our free trial link. And we'll immediately send over that Kajabi Perfect mini course so you can get started with Kajabi right away. Talk soon, friend.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.